What's up, guys? Joanna coming back in here with another battle replay here. Today we have a 2v2 in Rome 2. On the attacking side, we have Carthage and Macesali taking on Bactria and Galatia. So actually pretty good defensive armies there. The two armies attacking are, one of them is being commanded by Ulfr, the other one is being commanded by Dan, both members of the Team Hungry Wolves. Like I said, well, as I have said in the past, I'm going to make sure to put the link for the Hungry Wolves Discord down in the link in the description below. Let's get into some of the army comps real fast. We'll start off with Carthage here. Carthage is being commanded by Dan. He is bringing with him 5 units of the Libyan infantry, all up here on his towers. Then getting further back into his lines, he's bringing with him 3 units of the mercenary Samnite warriors. He's also got 2 units of the mercenary noble fighters. Getting into his ranged, we have 3 units of the mercenary Cretan archers, 1 unit of the mercenary Balearic slingers right here, and his general is a unit of the general's bodyguard. Moving on over here to Ulfr. Ulfr is commanding Macesali. He has 4 units of his Numidian light infantry, which have the stalk ability. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yes, they have the stalk ability, which allows them to Vanguard deploy. That was the word I was trying to think of, Vanguard. Getting further back into his lines, he's got 6 units of the Desert Legionnaires, 4 units of Desert Cohort. He's also got a African Giant Ballista and a Numidian Noble Cavalry. Now, as you can see, that you can't see any of the defenders aside of their wall artillery. This is obviously on the side of the attackers. So, 43 minutes, 50 seconds of a battle replay. Let's get this one going. We do have the heavy siege towers here moving on up, and it's actually a good move here by Ulfr, because this will pretty much negate the ballista from firing. What is he firing? That looks like he's firing explosive shot, which I think that is explosive shot. Explosive shot is pretty much useless. Just to throw that out there, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I'm just trying to be helpful. Explosive shot is pretty much useless. Let's see if we have any shots taking off on this side here as well. Not really any shots that I can see, at least. Oh, I hear it. I just don't see where he's firing. Oh, this unit here. So they must be firing over in this direction. I do see a scuff mark on the ground here. So he is taking some shots over here towards the Samnite warriors. Looks like Dan is going to start moving his army up. Taking a couple of shots at the Cretan archers. Looks like one landed real close to the general. Hopefully there's not a general snipe situation kind of going on right now. Let's see what's going back on over here with Ulfr. Yeah, this guy is just still hitting the tower here with his explosive shot. And I mean, he's finally now starting to do damage, but not as much damage as he would be doing if he was using actual normal shot or even the fire shot. This fire damage would be a lot higher. I mean, right there you saw 1%. Let's see the next shot. Or is he out of ammunition? Looks as though he is out of ammunition. Ulfr did land a unit of the Numidian light infantry here. They are capturing this tower. Capturing the gate, I should say. We are starting to see some of the defenders, some Levy Freeman, Galatian swords. More of Galatia over here. We have some Celtic slingers, Syrian archers, Galatian legionnaires, Galatian swords, more swords there. We do have another unit of Galatian swords making their way over here, as Ulfr did land a tower on this side with some more of his light infantry. Does look like Ulfr is starting to move the rest of his army around. Getting up into the front here right by this gate, we do finally have some melee combat. Levy Freeman taking on the light infantry, which, don't let the name light infantry take it confuse you or whatever. They are still a medium melee infantry, so they are still a pretty good unit. I've seen these guys break some units before that they really had no business breaking. Second unit of the Numidian light infantry now in, taking on this Levy Freeman, which Levy Freeman are not a bad choice, especially for holding gaps or choke points. They are very solid. They are light infantry, but I just want to show their melee defense is 55, so they have staying power. They can definitely hold for a while. Looks like this unit of Galatian swords starting to make their way in. Second unit making their way around. Dan is getting ready to land a unit of Libyan infantry here. Any further units yet? We're starting to see some of Bactria's forces. We have some Eastern Spearmen there. 2 units Thorax Swordsman back there. Another unit of Eastern Spearmen on the hill. Some more Thorax Swordsmen, which I just want to give you guys a little heads up. This hill right here is fantastic for the defenders to hold. There's a tower, and you guys, while defending here, you can pretty much use this entire area to just put archers up and do tons of damage onto any unit that starts making their way up through this area here, especially if the attackers decide to try and attack here, which I don't recommend because archers can fire down from here, archers can fire down from there. So not a good idea to attack from that gate. Let's see. Dan is still landing units. He finally has a unit of his Libyan infantry here. These 2 units of Galatian swords look like they're going to... Oh, wait. Oh, Cretan archers here for Dan. He's moved them over. He's getting some good volleys up over the wall. Let's see. He's killed 4 men in that unit so far. Let's see how Ulfr is doing. He actually put one of his units of the light infantry back on the ram. Makes sense to knock the gate down, though it's not knocked down just yet, as there are some Levy Freemen close to the gate, so the gate is closing, but as you can see, now the ram is going to start. There you go. Ram is going to start hitting that gate yet again. He's got some of his... Oh, wait a second. Oh, Celtic Light Horse have made their way out over here to the African Ballista. That's not good. This ballista crew is now going to be dead. I wonder if he even took any shots. I don't think that he did. That's pretty rough to see. I don't think Ulfr even sees it because his general is not making its way back over there to try and help. So let's see. Galatia seems to be pulling back from the gate, so he's given up this gatehouse, which... not really the greatest of idea because there's going to be 2 towers here. And his forces are going to be close enough to start taking damage. Looks like Galatia is pulling back this final unit of Galatian swords, so Dan's just going to let it go. No use in chasing it down. I mean, Syrian archers here are going to get some good kills. This unit of Syrian archers probably going to move over on top of this hill here and just volley over the buildings. Which I noticed that Ulfr didn't bring any ranged weapons with him at all. No ranged units, I should say, so... I guess he's just going to go for the brute force tactic, which, again, with the defenders giving up this gate here, he's going to have a free walk right inside the gates here. So I don't really know how good of an idea it was. Usually, you want to try and hold the gates at least for a little while. Then you can get into the choke point battles as much as you want, but you definitely want to try and hold the gates. Let's see how Dan's attack is going. He's got some Libyan infantry here, starting to take some shots from some of the Persian light archers up on that hilltop. Thorax swordsmen have now gotten into their shield wall, starting to... Ooh. Wow. Good Pila volleys. A lot of the Pila, unfortunately, I know they're just kind of like frozen in midair there, but they got caught on these stakes. Stakes are definitely good to hold off projectiles there. Dan was able to sneak a unit of his Libyan infantry through this gap, and this is a legit gap right here. Because these Thorax swordsmen went into the shield wall, they have boxed up or, become more of a tight-knit unit. Ivy pikemen were making their way up. I don't know if that was a misclick or not, as you definitely don't want to throw your pikemen out that quickly. This unit actually already down to 133. Bactria also has a lot of units on this side. Totally used the wrong paint there. And again, let's switch to this one. It's got a lot of units on this side where Dan's really only got 2 towers that would be coming in this direction. So I think some of these units would be able to move back. Probably not really needed all of those units over there. Let's see what is going on the front line here. These Numidian light infantry are actually, wow, this unit of Galatian swords just got absolutely cut to pieces. Numidian light infantry getting some fantastic javelin fire into the backs of these guys. This Levy Freeman unit is getting beaten up pretty good as well. Looks like they're just going to go right around they're going right around this unit of light infantry, which was not a good thing because they just took a bunch of kills as they were pulling around a unit. Yeah, that wasn't a good move. This Levy Freeman now have his back to a unit of Legionnaires. They're going to get cut down. Now we have a unit of Syrian archers making their way up. They still have ammunition. Oh, I'm going to guess that was a misclick. Yeah, okay, that definitely was a misclick. Galatian Swords coming in quickly to replace those Syrian archers. Syrian archers are going to pull back behind some more of the defensive lines. Galatian Swords now pulling back from that front line. Guessing he noticed that it was not going to go his way. Again, these towers are getting some really good shots. They're hitting this unit of Galatian Swords, at least. Looks like we have, what do we have over here? Tower over here getting some good shots into these Galatian Swords. Looks like they're shooting into these Celtic Slingers as well. Get back over onto Dan's side here real quick, see what the Cretan Archers are doing. Getting some volleys up onto the wall into this unit of Thorax Swordsmen. Not a bad idea. They do have a bit of a flanking fire on them. So take your kills when you can get them. Libyan infantry here getting cut down by the archers there. I don't really think that these two units got a whole lot of kills. Well, 68 for that unit, this unit with 8. So I don't know if I can see. Yeah, this unit up here, 72 kills. So the archers are definitely having a big effect on that one unit that Dan had come around. Let's get into some of the fighting here. This unit of Thorax Swordsmen using decisively there. Oh, that guy just got murdered right there. Thrown back. Oh. And it looks like... Oh, maybe he's cycling out units. I mean, I would have just left that unit in there. It's only 20 guys. But everybody plays how they want to play, which is completely fine. Libyan infantry. This tower is actually close to being on fire. Dan, I don't know if Dan realizes this or not, but he might want to keep an eye on that tower. There's no more artillery here, but I don't know. Let's get back over here onto... Oh, wait a second. The noble cavalry general chasing down this light horse. So the light horse stayed over here after they finished off the ballista group. Oh, good peel of volley still. This light horse unit is probably going to die. Oh, another 8 lost on that. I'm sorry, 9 lost on that javelin volley. And there they go. Yeah, that unit now down to 4. They're done. That unit will be gone. A lot of the attacking Testudo formations here. These, yeah. In case you guys don't know about Messassili, they are basically a Desert Rome faction. So they have legionnaires, they have cohorts, and they can do the same that regular Rome units can do. Let's see how this front line is doing. Not looking too good. 18 in that unit. Well, this unit still is pretty solid. 158. This unit with 155. But I understand exactly. Ulfer's just going to stand here and let the towers kill as many of these guys as they can before he starts making his way in. Don't really see any shots coming back. Yeah, these archers are holding their ammo, which makes sense, but they're losing a lot of their front line here. Dan doing a really good job. Look at all the deaths already. Already a ton of dead bodies here. Dan's doing a really good job. Libyan infantry now cutting down a unit of Thorax Swordsmen. His archers probably helping out a lot. Yeah, he's got his 3 units of Cretan archers here. Just getting absolutely fantastic volley shots into these Thorax Swordsmen here. Another unit of Thorax Swordsmen coming back. Oh, we got some of the Persian light archers getting some good volleys down. Also firing into the back of this unit of mercenary warriors. So good. Mercenary samurai warriors are a good unit. Oh, pikes. Oh, buddy. We got pikes coming in, and where are they going to go? Looks like they're going to try and take out the rest of this Libyan infantry unit, but now they're going to start... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And now they have their backs to them. They're going to take so many losses. Yeah, another piece of advice, save your pikes. Save your pikes, especially when it's this early on in the battle. There's still a ton of archers back here. I mean, it's only 3 units, but it's Cretan archers. Arguably one of the best units in the game. Cretan archers, Syrian archers, absolutely fantastic units of archers in the game. So, yeah, just don't, let's see. No, that's the Eastern Spearmen. Where's his pikes? Right there, down to 89 men. I don't think they have a single kill. 2 kills. So almost half the unit gone. That's pretty rough. That is pretty rough, but this hill is a fantastic point. Again, I want to point it out. This hill right here is great for the defenders to use. Let's see, these guys, Persian Light Archers, they have their daggers out. 116 kills, maybe they are out of ammunition, but they're not really going to do very much against the unit of Libyan infantry. They're going to get killed. Looks like he's trying to come out here and at least neutralize this. No, he still has control of this tower. Not really sure what he's doing with them. I mean, I'm guessing they might be out of ammunition, but these guys are not going to stand up to these Libyan infantry very well at all. Very heavy melee infantry taking on very light missile infantry. Not going to go very well. And Dan's attack here completely stopped. Very well done there by the Bactrian player. The only slip up he had was with that pike unit, but very well done. This unit of Thorax Swordsmen, unfortunately, are going to get a lot of flanking fire in from the Cretan archers there. Let's get back over onto Oversight. He's starting to slowly move some units in. He's got some Desert Legionnaires there. Another unit of Desert Legionnaires, which actually archers up here getting some fantastic volley shots for the defenders as well on this side. Look at that, straight in to the side of this unit. Desert Legionnaires. They've only lost 3 men so far, but I'm going to guess they probably got a lot of shots in on this unit of the Legionnaires as well. They're down to 80. Let's see, does all of his army inside? I did see the general flag. Yes, the general is now inside here. Just look at this. Look at this here. That is picture worthy in my opinion. Let's actually wait for them to finish lining up. And that should be good right there, yep. Just before they start moving again. Good stuff. Desert Legionnaires charging in. Some Galatian Legionnaires here. 2 units of Galatian Legionnaires. So that should actually be a pretty good fight. Along, obviously, with the archer support. Fighting going on over here. Ooh, just in time to watch that guy get stabbed in the chest right there. He's trying to get back up. Look at that guy. He is a... he's dead. I was going to say, that dude's a warrior. He got stabbed in the chest and kept trying to get up. Ulfr making a pretty good... He's breaking a unit of Galatian swords. Still has these arrow towers to helping him out. Along with this tower also. Getting some really good kills in onto these mercenary Syrian archers. And Dan coming back up again. Big push. He's got some more mercenary Samnite warriors. And this whole front, wow, they got broken again. But Dan, I'm guessing, still using more of his archer fire. Looks like his archers are out of ammunition now. They are. His 3 units of Cretan archers are out of ammunition, but he did hold his Balearic slingers back. So he will have some sort of range to be able to help in if they make it up to the town center over there. Which actually, let's just take a peek real quick. Levy pikes, Persian light archers. Front here is a Thorax swordsman. This side, some more Galatian legionnaires. 2 units of the Syrian archers and another Galatian sword there. These archers still have ammunition. That's good. That is very good. Definitely want to try and conserve ammunition. And I see the Galatian nobleman general here up in the front line. He's not taking any, he hasn't taken any losses yet, but he's probably going to start taking some losses. He's taking fire. He's definitely taking fire. He hasn't lost anybody yet, though, so that's good. That is good so far, but he's got more infantry. I don't know why he would be throwing his general up so early. Now they're going to get locked into combat with some of the Desert Legionnaires. Let's take the HUD back down again. It looks a little bit nicer when the HUD's not there. And the general's just going to, general's going to stay in combat here. I don't know how good of a decision that is, but there are 2 units of Legionnaires on their sides. We have another unit of Levy Freeman making their way in. Getting into the side, the flank of this unit of Desert Legionnaires that kind of used this little bit of a gap that was right there. Getting a little bit of an attack onto the side of the general, but the Levy Freeman did fill in over there. So the general unit doesn't look like he's getting hit from the flank very much. But the noble general is starting to lose some men. He's down 8 men so far. Celtic slingers have now made their way inside the battle. Nope, they're going to pull back again. Do they still have ammo? Probably. Oh yeah, they have a ton of ammunition. These Syrian archers have a bunch of ammunition left as well. What about on the hill? That unit's, wow, full ammo. Good job here so far by the defenders conserving the ammunition that they have. These desert cohorts are probably just chomping at the bit, waiting to go in. We also do have a unit of the Numidian light infantry that have come back. Let's get back over onto Dan's side here. Got a unit of his Libyan infantry here. Looks like maybe they're getting ready to start fighting. The Persian light archers up here out of ammunition. They are. They have their daggers out. Dan isn't going to give this hill. He doesn't even care about this hill, which I don't blame him at all, because there's units up here that now Dan can just form a line if he wants to right here and block whatever Bactria still has up there. So good move on Dan. Sometimes there are things in settlements that you just don't have to go after, and Dan is definitely showing that right now. He's absolutely showing that right now. Just going to go straight up this road. Actually, ooh, got some teamwork going on with the boys now. We're going to send some mercenary Samurai warriors over here. Dan has also captured this tower. Oh, no, the tower was already captured. Apologies. So why is Dan sending a unit up over here? Maybe he's just wanting to get involved in some of the Galatian blood over here as well. Let's see what kind of a defense we have now. Did he bring the pikes back up? He did. But they're behind these thorax swordsmen, so that's good. That is definitely good. Dan, as we know, Dan only has his Balearic slingers with ammunition left. There's a bunch of yelling now. Javelins have already been thrown. This might actually be another good opportunity here for a picture. Are we going to get a charge? No. Just some yelling at each other. Oh, there's a charge, but no, I'm not going to get that picture. Too much motion already. Let's get back on over onto this side. There's a lot of fighting. Is the general still there? He is. He's lost 41 men so far. Now we have some Bactrian forces coming in to back up Galatia. Some Eastern Spearmen, 2 units of Eastern Spearmen, both of them pretty hurting. One of them at 37 men, the other one here at 44. And these Desert Legionnaires are no joke. They are solid units. I mean, the Galatian Legionnaires are pretty good units as well. They're pretty solid. I don't mean to just say pretty good. They're pretty solid. 40, 40, 65, 75. So it's pretty good units for Galatia. Galatia is a faction that I see a lot used. Actually, I've been seeing a lot more of some other factions that I haven't seen a whole lot being used. So it's actually pretty interesting, pretty cool to see some more faction diversity, if you will. Let's see what's going on. Dan, pikes are moved forward now. So Dan is, now they're going to pull the pikes back. Smart move by Bactria. Good job. He moved them up just far enough to be able to push these Libyan infantry back. I don't understand, this Persian light archer unit still here. Did he recapture the tower? No. He could have at least done that. That might have been a beneficial move. We do have the Misacili Noble Cav General over here behind the Libyan infantry there. Oh, so the generals changed spots. The generals have changed positions. Mercenary Samurai warriors look like they're just getting ready to line up. Archer fire now coming from the hill here. Syrian archers this unit of Syrian archers getting some volleys down into some of these legionnaires. Looks like, they're breaking a unit of legionnaires over there. So well done to the Galatian archers now, Syrian archers. Getting some good shots. Some more legionnaires pressing up. How's the general? 105. Okay, so he's holding pretty good. He did put him into their shield screen, which ups their melee defense, shield strength, and bracing. So that was definitely a good move there by Galatia. Let's see, the Noble Cav General is making his way back across the field. Are they going to change positions again? No. Okay. Is Dan pushing up this hill? No, he's not. He's just maintaining control of this tower. can see the red line there for the circle of the tower's range. Nothing really in the range there. Oh, we have a depleted unit of Thorax Swordsmen. Look like they're gonna start making their way up. Another unit of depleted. Okay, good idea. Uses depleted smaller units to come on up, start trying to get some kills. Not a bad idea. Bactria pulling back even further now, which I don't know how well the communication is going between him and Galatia, but Galatia seems to be pushing more units out, which once Dan's going to start breaking through on this side. He's going to wrap around, finish this unit off. Oh no. Oh no. Noble Cav Gen going to come straight on through that gap, and he's... Oh no. Huge charge into these Syrian archers. They're out of ammo, but still. Now there's some cavalry in the back field over here behind Galatia. Galatia's going to have to quickly start getting his units out of here that he's not leaving, and it looks like he's going to leave a lot of units here. He's got his general, 1 unit of Syrian archers, some of the Galatian legionnaires, 3 units of Galatian legionnaires pulling back. He's leaving a lot of units over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 units staying back. Now he's pulling units out of combat, which I don't think you should do that. That's not a good idea. You will lose men as they're coming out of combat. Like this unit here. Oh, he didn't lose any. Well, there's an exception to every rule, but now Ulfer's going to get some fantastic rear volleys in onto that back of the Galatian Legionnaires. Some more Desert Cohort now chasing down these guys, so Ulfer's not going to let them run away. Dan's sending over a unit of his Libyan infantry on this direction to try and help contain the units that are trying to retreat. Now we have some flame arrows coming down. Syrian archer firing some flame arrows in, breaking his own unit of Levi Freeman. There's 3 units of Desert Cohort just reforming themselves, just in case any sort of archer fire comes down. Let's see what's going on here with the Masacely General. He's just helping finish off the unit of Thorax Swordsman. Now here he comes. He's going to come on over here and help break the defensive lines, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's going to come in. Big charge in onto the back of these archers and this unit of Galatian swords. So this is going to be wide open now. Yeah, Levi Freeman are not breaking. Oh, good shots. Getting some shots in onto the Noble Cav General. The General's going to have to pull out real quick. Heavy missile cavalry, but I don't think they're actually... well, they do have a decent amount of armor on them. Decent amount, but he is taking losses. Lost 14 men so far. Dan is taking his time on this side now, just capturing this point, which I don't know. Will it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. We have a unit of Thorax Swordsmen up on the walls here. It says that they're firing. Right? Yeah, it says that they're firing. I guess they're throwing their Pila down. Probably throwing them into this Libyan infantry. I don't know where they're throwing. It says that they're firing, but I don't see any of them throw. So, okay. I think that's kind of a, not really needed. I don't want to say useless, because that would, I'm not trying to be negative or anything. I just don't see a purpose to having this unit of Thorax Swordsmen up on the wall there. Probably could be more useful in the center to be able to pull out of the town center and come down and help with the defense. Regardless, we have some more of the Legionnaires and Cohort pushing up again into some more of the Galatian Legionnaires. General back up at the front line again, not in his shield screen. I don't think he is. No, he's not. We have some Persian archers here getting some fire off. Rhodian slingers, Balearic slingers, I keep calling them Rhodian slingers, getting some fire into this Syrian archer unit. And here comes the attacking Testudos of Masacely. Cohort making their way up, 3 units there. These guys are no joke. No joke units there. So Galatia is actually being victorious so far on the defense, but I don't think Ulfer really sent in some full units there. I think they were beating up units that were already fighting at this front line. See how these archers are doing. Up to 86 on that unit. This unit here with 34. I mean, they can use their ammo as much as they want, because the attackers don't have any pikes, so, and the defenders have this arrow tower that will be able to give them a hand, and this tower back here, but I don't know how far down it will fire. Probably maybe somewhere here, maybe a little further, but that would be the end of that tower's help. But this tower can fire this whole area right here, so it's definitely useful to keep that tower. Oh, actually, we have the... Who's firing over there? Persian Light Archers firing over into this unit of Noble Fighters. Actually getting some kills into the Samurai Warriors as well. Good units to be firing at, especially Noble Fighters. They are... I say it a lot with different units, but these guys are really solid. These guys are dangerous. This unit is very scary. 56, 41, 62, 75. And I think, yeah, they do also have an attack ability, Headhunt, so they can cause some mass damage in some pretty good units. They can kill very quickly. Defensive tactic, actually, he's got some Galatian swords. They looked like they were going to try and push the gap to come around, get into the back of this Desert Cohort unit, but here comes some more. We have some Libyan infantry and Desert Cohort, so more teamwork going on between Carthage and Macesli on this side against Galatia, which... not a bad idea. Just get one whole army off of the battlefield. Let's see what the general's at. Oh, he's got his back turned. Down to 62 men. Are there any slingers? I saw the slingers. Where did they go? Where did the slingers go? Are slingers gone? Cretan archers. Yeah, 3 units of Cretan archers. I guess Dan lost his... oh, no, they're there. Balearic slingers right over here. Lost some men. But yeah, Dan doing a very good job on this side. Just holding here so Bactria won't be able to come around. And they're going to both focus on the push here. Which now Galatia is throwing more units in. Hopefully Bactria has more units than what we see. He's got his general, 2 units of pikes, a unit of thorax swordsmen, and 1 Persian light archer over there. Hopefully Bactria has more. That defense, ooh, it's going to be rough. Good volleys coming in again, though. Some more of the Persian light archers getting some good volleys in onto the cohort here as they were reforming themselves. Mercenary Noble Fighters just holding, they're waiting. Cohort being pushed up again. Looks like they're going to come across and get into some of these Galatian legionnaires. We're in their shield wall, which will definitely help with their defense. Let's see what their defense is now. Wow, 79 melee defense because of the shields. And they're going to be able to hold them there, so these archers should be able to rack up a decent amount of kills. Getting basic, I mean, they're shooting in on a flank. You can see the arrows coming through the air there. They are getting some good shots in onto the Desert Cohort. This unit of Cohort looks like they're getting ready to break. Yeah, 29 men, they're shattered completely. Well done there to Bactria. There's a Cohort here, 154, so this is a solid, fresh unit, essentially. Mercenary Noble Fighters making their way up again. And again, Dan, yeah, just doing what he's supposed to do. Ooh, Thorax Swordsman, that unit did come down. Okay. Now let's see if Dan notices. Let's see if Dan sees this coming around. Because that would be a shame if he lost his Balearic Slingers here. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to notice. Yes, he did notice. Okay. Slingers are going to move forward. No info. Oh, he might not have noticed. Oh, man. Oh! Balearic Slingers are going to get cut down. He has them firing at the unit here. He didn't even notice. That's not good, because now the attackers don't have any ranged. That's rough. That's rough. That is rough. I mean, they're not gone. There's still 36 of them left. Hopefully he can get them out of there. Having to send a unit of Noble Fighters over here to take on this Thorax Swordsman. He did bring this unit of Samurai Warriors back to take on this unit of Thorax Swordsman as well. Let's get back over onto this side. 10 minutes, roughly 11 minutes left in this battle replay. I don't know. The defender, I mean, the attackers still have solid units, but they don't have a lot of troops, a lot of units left. Some of them are kind of beaten up. Ooh, this is going to be close. Now Bactria are actually sending units out. Okay, so the defenders are going to try and hold. Good move for the defenders. Instead of allowing themselves to be enveloped up here, they're actually going to come out and try and fight to control this settlement. This unit of Thor... Oh, yeah, Desert Cohort's going to come into the backs of this Thorax Swordsman unit. He should just take them out of shield wall now, so they won't get killed. Javelins into the backs. Didn't really kill too many of them. No, now they're losing more men. Are these guys going to throw their javelins too? Yep. They're just gonna peel them down, javelin them down. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. They're just gonna wreck this unit before they charge in, just to finish it off. Let's see how this is being held very well. Pikes now over here. Levy pikeman unit up at the front line, but there's nothing. They don't have anything to worry about. There's no ranged. They only have ranged on their side. Really, I mean, there's that unit of Balearic Slingers, but they're only 35 of them left. More archer fire coming from the light Persian archers. Unit of Syrian archers still over here. Getting a good volley. Let's see if we can follow their arrows. They're shooting on over here, breaking this unit of mercenary noble fighters. Levy pikes pushed a little too far forward. Some of them are stuck behind in the back lines there. I feel bad for that guy right there in the blue. Oh, he's still fighting. He's still trying. Look at that guy go! Jesus! Oh! Man, another stomach shot. You get stabbed in the stomach by one of those gladius swords. That's gonna hurt. That's definitely gonna leave a mark. So the defenders now holding staunchly on this side, getting some good fire. Ooh, Dan's General. Taking some pot shots at Dan's General. He's down to 15 men left in this unit. Is the General still alive? Yes. Don't see anything on any flags anywhere that says the General is dead. Slingers now pulling their way around over here. These two units have been victorious. That Thorax Swordsman unit was cut down. Ooh, fireballs coming down. Let's see.
Advance at speed.
Are they going to get out of the way? Oh. Yep, they're just going to get out of the way. Wow. So the fireballs claimed some of their own forces that were running away. And now they're just gonna sit and explode. He's gonna sit here for a moment. Look at that guy. Hey guys, wait up. Wait up. They should explode. Yeah, there they go. I don't know if that does any extra damage or not. It might. I don't really know. I've never seen a unit stand there long enough to get exploded on also. Not exploded, but you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get back over here. Levy pikes still up over here. And that might have been a bad move, because the pikes have pushed forward and now they're going to get flank charged by the shooting of noble fighters. Ooh, yeah, pikes are starting to lose men quickly. These two units of legionnaires need to push up and help this pike unit out. The pike needs to pull back. Yeah, they are getting cut down. Look at how fast they're losing men. It's like two or three men. Oh! More fire coming in onto this noble fighter, but the pike unit's starting to waver. Probably a little bit of friendly fire in there. But they did save. They still got 38 men left in that pike unit. Did he have another unit? He did. Right there, Levy pikes there. Taking volleys from the remaining slingers here. 15 slingers. How many kills do they have? 2. They can fire all day long. Slingers have 25 on their ammo. They can fire for a very long time. All day long might have been a little bit broad of a term, so I'll just say they can fire for a very long time. Good move there, Levy pikeman pulling back. Galatian Noble General here again, putting a raised banner, so morale buff for these defending units here. Down to 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the replay. Carthage now making a push over here, which makes sense, because there looks like there's less units on this side than there are on this side. But the defenders still holding. Breaking yet another unit, Libyan infantry breaking. Galatian swords, legionnaires, and a unit of the levy pikemen still here. Wow, I thought they shattered. Saw them running away, wavering, but I would have thought they would have shattered. Let's see, some more desert cohort here. Full unit of desert cohort, and that looks like, oh, that's it. This is Ulfr's last unit of infantry. He's got 2 left. Desert cohort here, another unit on this side. Unfortunately, these units of archers are wasting ammunition on a retreating unit of Libyan infantry. Now it looks like they've changed their direction. They are firing into this unit of cohort. The unit of pikes wavering yet again. Let's see, 26 men. I don't think that one... No, it's still here. Oh, wow, good. That's good for the defenders there. But now we have a unit of Galatian swords starting to waver. Still more volleys coming from these archers. Wow. 64-101. They did a very good job conserving their ammunition, I'll say that. Oh no. Mercenary Samnite warriors somehow broke through on this side. There must have been a gap somewhere. I don't know where it would have been. I do see that the levy pikes have moved back down. Samnite warriors taking on the Bactrian Royal Guard General, along with a unit of Syrian archers, but unfortunately for this unit here, they do have the arrow tower here giving them support as well, firing into the backs of these Samnite warriors. Pikes have pulled back again. At this point, I would just leave the pikes there. Just move them forward up, get them stuck in with the Thor. Oh, there's the gap. Mercenary Samnite warriors making their way right around over here, and there's defenders look like they're now trying to get their pikes to form up over here to take on, but they're not really formed up. They're not in a good line. So these Samnite warriors are going to start cutting into these pikemen now, and also the pikemen have given a little bit of a flank for the Balearic slingers to get shots into them. Yeah, there goes the pikes. They're starting to waver now. That is rough. 74 pikes wavering. How many kills do they have? 20. There they go. They are routing. Hopefully they'll come back. There's 50 of them left. Hopefully they'll come back. This unit of Samnite warriors is still here. I would have figured that Royal Guard would have killed them, would have ended them. And now this breach is being opened up, or this road, I should say, is being completely opened up. So Sicily cavalry is going to start making his way in. There he goes. And the general's bodyguard for Carthage is going to start making his way up as well. Bactrian Royal Guard about to be surrounded. Samnite warriors and noble fighters. Ooh, not good. Oh, wait, we still have hope. The Galatian general making his way over here again. But no, the noble cav now making their way up into the town center, which I don't remember. I don't think I said in the beginning. This is the town center here. So they're going to make their way up, start capturing the town center here. Only thing that Ulfr's going to do is he's going to have to take these guys off the horse if he wants to actually capture it, because cavalry cannot capture anything unless they're on the ground. Oh, wow. That shot was pretty powerful. Nope, General is not going to stay. He's going to start making his way over here. Ooh, fireballs coming down. Oh, God. Wow, that just destroyed like half of that unit of Desert Cohort. I don't really think it's going to matter, though. Do have the Galatian Noble General starting to waver, and the Bactrian Royal Guard General is still surrounded. They're trying to fight, though. They are trying to fight to the best that they can. I don't know. I don't think they're going to live. I mean, this unit is... The Samnite Warrior's not looking... Oh, Galatian General's dead. There he goes. He has routed. Cavalry General here for Sicily now getting into these Persian Light Archers. Is this still being held for the moment? Casualties sustained. It does not say that the general is dead, but now they're peeling off. They're going to try and get back into the smaller unit of Desert Cohort, but unfortunately that's going to leave them wide open for this unit of Cohort to come in and get a rear charge. 40 seconds left. I'm going to say that's it. Pretty good, pretty solid defense there. I was questioning a little bit there in the beginning when they just easily gave up the walls, and a little bit on Bactria's part, holding as much as he was over here. But that was a really solid defense. I have to say that was really good. Yeah, that was a really good defense. I mean, a lot of men died. Look at all of the dead here. So Bactria with his archers did a fantastic job over here. You could see guys in blue uniforms, but I would say that Carthage lost a decent amount of troops on this side as well. And along with back over here, I mean, you do see a lot of Galatian troops here, but you're going to start seeing a lot of the Sicily troops as well. So very well done with their archers. I'm actually wanting to see what the defenders did as far as their archers are concerned. So we're going to do the defensive armies first. We have Rojo Litter here, who was playing as Bactria. His general, 86 kills. His archers here, 84, 127, 117, 107. So pretty good numbers there with his archers. Thorax Swordsman, 93, 30, 87, 63, 90, 67, 85, 94, and 82. And his units of Eastern Spearmen, Eastern Spearman's not really that great of a unit, so it's kind of a junk unit. 13, 3, 25, and his pikes, unfortunately, only 20 and 47. They just kept getting shot. They kept getting shot, or they weren't forming up correctly. And I know sometimes Rome 2 is a little glitchy, a little pathfinding issues sometimes, but that's rough to see. And then we have Lion of Casterly Rock here as Galatia. His general here, 72 kills. Light horse that took out Ulfer's giant ballista there at the beginning. Well done there, only 40 kills. So basically they killed the unit. Slingers here, 92. Now Syrian archers, 176, 98, 173. Very well done with the Syrian archers. Galatian legionnaires, 107, 83, 127, 70, and 129. Galatian swords, 101, 97, 52, 8, 84, 103, 72, and the 2 units of Levi Freeman, which again, not known for a whole lot of kills. They just hold for a long time unless they got outflanked. 38 and 86. Now getting into Messacially here with Ulfer. His general, 311 kills. His giant ballista did nothing, didn't have the chance to. Desert Cohort, 217, 113, 162, 196. Getting into his legionnaires, 143, 72, 214, 41, 117, 111. And his Numidian, look at that, Numidian light infantry, 150, 52, 114, 111. So even though it says light infantry, they are medium infantry, so they're pretty good. Dan here with Carthage, his general, 0 kills, narrowly escaping defeat there. He almost got killed. Balearic Slingers, 19 kills because they got outflanked. They got charged from the rear by that unit of Thorax Swordsmen. So again, well done there by Bactria. Mercenary Cretan Archers, 137, 124, 120. Libyan Infantry, 182, 95, 80, 212, 294 kills with this unit. Noble Fighters, 301, 271. Pretty standard for Noble Fighters. They are, like I said, very, very solid, known to get a lot of kills. And the Mercenary Samnite Warriors, 239, 351, and 63. Wow. Lots of kills. 240, 2488, 2124, 1797, 1324. All right, guys, that's going to wrap the battle up for today. Hope you enjoy it. Please feel free to comment on this video. Continue subscribing to the channel. Getting real close to 750. Really close to 750 now. Please feel free to like this battle. Just hit that like button. Everybody, just hit that like button. Get this video out there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Have a great one.